What's up guys, Radioactive Blue Gaming and welcome back to some more Stormworks. Today we're going to be checking out this B-29. Well, we have checked out a B-29 before on the channel, but this one's a little bit different. Got a more realistic looking cockpit. The other one has been updated a little bit. I'm not sure those are major differences, but this one's quite different. Its bombs are definitely a lot bigger and has a different sort of bomb bay to it. Has a lot of fairly different features. This one has actually an escape seat to it, which was probably a better idea in the first place. Also, this one has a more realistic cockpit. And this one I think also has functioning weapons. Well, it doesn't have functioning, but it has moving weapons with cameras, so you can pretend to shoot people in the cockpit. It's looking pretty nice. It's a mighty fine looking cockpit. Anyway, if you guys do enjoy this episode of Stormworks, make sure to drop a like. Subscribe and turn on the back notification bell. And with all that said, let's get straight into the video. So, engines are all at maximum throttle. Time to engage the collective. We've got a lot of one up this time. This is quite a bulky plane. Look how bulky this thing feels. Oh no. The throttle is at max. We should start the gainer. Gear up. Flaps up. Why not? This plane does move quite slowly. I think it moves a lot slower than the other one. I'm going to be doing something a little different. Instead of bombing a town, I'm going to be bombing this airbase. Because these bombs are definitely a lot, probably well suited for bombing air bases and enemy fortifications, because the bombs just look a lot heavier. A lot heavy duty, probably like maybe 200 pound to kilo bombs. I'm not sure, I don't use pounds. I use the metric system like everyone else on the planet. Most of everyone else, just the Americans, don't use the imperial system, which I'm pretty sure everyone knows that, but whatever. Okay. Well, we are turning a fair bit. There is no autopilot in this plane, so we just have to rely off the really slow flying. How fast are we even going? Like, I can't even tell how fast we're going. We've got an 88 knots. Not even 100. Unless that translates to in kilometers. Or miles. But I ain't fast at all. Doesn't even look that fast. It's gone really slow. This feels like stall speed. At least it's gonna hit the targets a lot easier. Here we got another observation port. As you can see, it's the exact same with the other plane. Nice tunnel leading to the rear section of the main fuselage area. So that entire fuselage area is basically just a bomb bay. So all the bombs are held. You got a navigation or radio seating. Got some things that look like beds back here. I think back here. I think you got your talent, or maybe your waist gunners. I'm not sure. I mean, this plane is quite big. A lot of batteries back here. This is a talent. It's not talent. As you can see, the talents are turning. Also works with the downwards talents. Point up with these things. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Just shoot down any enemy fighters that are coming your way. Anyway, we're going to be heading over to the cockpit now. I think this has a lot more detail than the last one though. Oh no, please don't get stuck back here. Yeah. Okay. You sure that's the exact same viewport thing though, doesn't it? Oh, very similar on there, at least. Oh, I guess it does, actually. Altitude hold would be about 100 meters. So I want to get nice and close to the ground for this. Yep. I will turn autopilot on when we're heading to our location. Be going for some very low altitude bombing, which is not what you're meant to be doing. It would be 29 bomber. I mean, this tower is a lot smaller. I'm not sure that's more realistic or not, but in my opinion, it should be a fair bit bigger. But yeah, but the cockpit does look more, and the fuselage looks a bit more rounded. So with the cockpit looks quite big. Is that even glass from half of those? You should know half of those aren't even glass. It doesn't really matter, yeah, those aren't all glass. Yeah, those are definitely not all glass. So I just squeeze straight for them. Yeah. So you got an open cockpit basically, but it does help. It doesn't really matter in Stormworks. What altitude are we at? What? Well, never mind, it's already pulled up. It's going around about 83 meters high, which I can see alright. Still quite fairly high up. Meaning the bombs will hit the ground a lot closer. When I'm getting within 3 kilometers of the target, I'm turning off autopilot. About 5 kilometers away from the target. The airbase. All your heaters, you know everyone deserves a heater with our kids. But boarding hatch. Probably got your radio station back here, you can talk to people. So, radio power is on. Cabin lights on. Because they always seem to be on. I wonder if I detach these wires. Probably not a good idea. Kind of was the aesthetic. We are approaching target. Let's see if we can get over that mountain. Because that mountain seems relatively high, so I'm going to have to do it to 150. 160 should be a nice altitude. No, that's regular altitude now. All my pilot is off. That's pretty much 3 kilometers. I think we still might barely clear that mountain. But I'm just going to take a straight nosedive. Still very low altitude. You'd usually be like about 2 kilometers above your target. To get out of range of those light flat guns, but the heavy flat guns I'm pretty sure could reach you. Big guns. The big AA guns. Little baby guns. Massive. It's basically howitzers that shoot giant shells at you. Those things could easily reach you. But they're a lot less, they are quite effective though, but They're definitely a lot harder to aim. It's a lot bigger. Do have a damage area. Okay, preemptive bombing door, bomb bay door open. Bomb racks are open. Bomb racks armed. I think I've opened it somewhat now. The cheat hole is off. Taking a bit of a dive. How slow is this thing? You can. It's basically just stall speed at that point. Like, it's basically hovering. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Bombs away. Make sure we get a nice money shot. Boom. Looks pretty good actually. And that was pretty much on target. It is going to miss a little bit, but it is going to hit the main hangar, which is kind of what you want to be aiming for. Yeah, the bombing looks pretty good. Okay, let's see when we can hit the hangar with. Ooh, that would be a pretty much hangar destroyed. And a few other of the bombs just missed. But let's say we've taken some ground fire and rev this up so it works. Turn off infant fuel. Like say our cooling pumps have been damaged, and it's going to take a while to overheat. What's the current temperature of those engines? Temperature of engine 1 is skyrocketing. Temperature of engine 4 is also skyrocketing. Meaning they are gaining a lot of heat. So these are 2 engines on the side. The outermost engines. I'm sure those are going to catch on fire. I'm going to just make it over this hill. So now we still have some engine power left, but I don't know by the time we turn, engine probably would have already caught on fire. Man, it seems to move so slowly on. Yeah, this is easy to bomb with when it goes slow. Someone should make an Avro Vulcan jet bombers from the British Army. I think it's an Avro Vulcan, I'm not sure. That's its actual well, all I know is it's just a Vulcan, that's what its name is. That does look pretty cool, someone should definitely make that in the workshop. Unless it already has been made, I just haven't seen it. And these engines do take a long time overheat. Pretty sure some, those are just oh, there's the engine fire. Engines catching on fire. I can't even imagine it. There's plenty of forest along this coastline. Oh, we have an engine fire. Current temperature is 114. That doesn't look too good. Two of the side engines are probably losing power, I think. There's something stuck up on those. So we are crashing into make an emergency landing. Our game is starting to lag. What's the current FPS? About 50. But it is slowly starting to decrease. Never mind. We are losing altitude though. Is there like an emergency engine fire? Nope. Fire, emergency. Thing. Yeah, down. Oof. Touched the top of a tree. Very anticlimactic on what would really happen, but whatnot. Okay, boarding hatch. Let's get the fire extinguisher out. Oh no, it's still moving. We'll probably stop moving when all the engines have died. I'm probably gonna pop onto the top of the tail. Ooh, no, can't even hop up on something like that. It's still moving. It's moving very weirdly. Basically just running away at this point. I don't know how the engines are not dying. The plane still has engine power. So just get to one of the engines and turn them off. This thing's really powerful, even though it's lost its entire blades. Except that one blade, but I'll talk about that. The engine's still moving. That's definitely stopped us, hopefully. I'm sure that engine's basically toast. And this entire section of the wing is basically on fire. Plane is sort of hunched over to the side a bit. Okay. Yeah, this fire's gonna get paid to put out. How many trees did I take out? Oh, I took down a fairly decent amount of trees. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end this episode here. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And comment down below what you'd like me to do next time on Stormworks. And or any other games you'd like to see me play. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.